Good morning. Here I have got some fire cider that is brewing for cold and flu season. Hopefully, it'll keep us healthy. Here is some Cannon J Went. This is a perennial and it still has some nice green color. Here are some Echinacea. I have just let those seed heads stay, and it's so neat to see how the birds have eaten the little seeds in there. And here I've got some yarrow and it's still looking nice and green, which is surprising. We've had some pretty cold days and nights. This was just a pretty picture. There was like a hole in the clouds and the sun was shining through on a pretty cold day. Here is some catnip. I have dried some of this to use and it's been a really nice plant for me this year. Here are the only flowers that are blooming in the garden, and here are some hellebores. And then here we've got some ferns. They're very nice and green right now when there's not a lot out in the garden that looks very nice. Here is some St. John's wort. I am hoping to infuse some oil this year with their flowers. I only had a few last year and not enough to do anything with. And this is just some pretty bright green moss I found. And this is some perennial phlox, and if you look near the base, you can see that it's already sending up some green shoots for next year. And this is just an old stump we have, and I always put cool rocks and stuff I find out in the pasture there. Here is some daffodils. They are already starting. I think this variety is tete-a-tete. This is some bachelor buttons. They are already becoming pretty nice sized. Here are some silky chicks I hatched. They're doing really good. It's very cold. It's kind of an off time to hatch them. This was actually yesterday. It's pretty windy here. I think she was taking shelter from the wind near me, but we're about to get a bad storm this weekend, and I wanted them to get out and be able to get some greens and just peck around and free range a little bit. She is so fluffy, and I can't wait to see what she looks like as an adult. I think she's going to be very pretty. If anyone is in the area where this storm is predicted, I hope it's not as bad as they're saying it might be, and you stay warm and safe. Bye, guys.